Josiah, we have a mutual friend who is celebrating a birthday this coming Saturday.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I guess
How old are they turning?
by the time this episode comes out, it will have been last Saturday. But yeah, pretty old. Pretty
Pretty
old.
old?
250.
And this friend is America.
So this episode is a combination of a few small July 4th anecdotes from past July 4ths.
An ode to July 4th
An ode to America
and birthdays.
and birthdays.
A birthday in particular,
birthday.
I'm
Okay.
told.
All right, so mine is very simple, and that is it is from 3 years ago, July 4th, 2023. Oliver had been born like 2 weeks prior to that.
Okay.
I was coming up on the very end of my paternity leave, and we were invited to the Slater household
Oh, yeah.
along with the rest of the family. So Isabel's family invited us over for like a July 4th.
My story is coming from the exact same July
really?
4th, actually.
Okay. So we were like, yeah, might as well, like, be fun to bring the new baby there and like introduce him to everyone and everything. So we go there, and it was so funny because Isabel's little sister, her youngest sister, was like really into Oliver.
Very into it.
She's just like always just like carrying him around and everything. And he was pretty small at the time, so it wasn't a big deal. But it was really fun to like see just her interaction with Oliver pretty much the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, you guys were going to Delaware, I think,
Yeah.
to see the fireworks. And Bailey and I were like, I think maybe we won't go to Delaware just because, like, we're trying to learn how to be new parents. And it's like, he's going to need sleep at some point. We don't have any, like, ear protection for him. So we don't know how the fireworks are going to go with, like, a 2-week-old baby. So we're
Probably
like,
just sleep through it, honestly.
yeah, we'll just like go to Sunbury and see those fireworks. Maybe we'll like stay in the car or something. Like, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. So we ended up leaving, came down to Sunbury, and we're like, if we're gonna be sitting in the car, we should probably like get something sweet. So we stopped by Wendy's and got Frosties, and then we found we just parked in Kevin and Lindsay's development.
Yeah.
And just watch the Sunbury fireworks from there while Oliver nursed. And we were eating these Frosties. And I just looked at us and I was like, boy, are we in a different stage of life now than we were, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
But it was pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
First year as parents of July 4th.
Yep.
I wasn't going to tell this, but I remember specifically when we were at the Slater house, Dad kept on. He brought a little mini squirt gun. Do you remember this?
To
the Slaters.
that year?
Yes, that year.
2023?
Yes, because he was sneaking it out over the table and squirting Jeanette while she was holding Oliver.
Oh, I didn't
so
remember
she
that.
kept on looking up at the tree and being like it wasn't raining or anything. She's like, is water dropping on me from the tree? And eventually she several times was like, water's dropping on me. And I eventually caught on. I looked at Dad, and he's just like cracking up.
No, I don't remember that. He does that. Obviously, he's into doing that because he does that with Oliver right now.
Yeah.
Oliver, it's happened to him enough times now that he knows exactly who's doing it.
Would the laser trick still work on him or no? Probably not.
I don't know. When were we doing that? That was over Christmas
Probably.
last year. I think it was over Christmas.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Somebody
not.
was up in the loft, and they're doing the laser down on the ground, and Oliver just literally like a cat would go around,
he was running around,
and
it was also
try to
late,
get it.
And I think he was hyper.
But he truly believed he was catching the laser.
Oh yeah.
And was very confused. It was so funny.
That was back in his two-year-old stage.
He's an old man.
Now he's
3
an
years old now.
three-nager.
three-nager.
Yep. And boy, does it show sometimes. No, he's great.
No, he's so great.
Yep.
We were a little off track, but we were blueberry picking today.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, where's your dad? And he's like, he's working. I was like, where does he work?
Oh, let me guess. Did he say the coffee shop?
Yes.
Did he?
I was like, what?
coffee
I was like,
shop?
where does he get that idea that his dad works at a coffee shop? And then Bailey explains, she's like, we think he says that because Caleb goes over and does editing and stuff at Panera. I was like, that makes so much more sense. I was like, why a coffee shop? Yeah, his dad's just a barista.
Yeah. So on Saturday mornings, Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings, I work on like business stuff and sometimes editing podcasts or whatever at Panera because it's easier for me to get stuff done there.
No
and
kids.
So, most of the time Oliver's not awake when I leave on Saturday mornings, but on Thursday evenings, then it's like I pick him up from Nana and Papa's and then take him home and we eat dinner and then I take off from there. But I always tell him, I'm like, Oliver, I'm just like, I need to go work for a little bit, but I promise I'll play with you tomorrow night. And just know that like this is stuff that I enjoy doing, but it doesn't mean like I would like to spend time with you tonight, but I need to go work some tonight. And he goes, where? I'm like, at the coffee shop. And so now like occasionally, very occasionally, he will be awake when I leave for work in the morning because like baby Mac doesn't wake up and I'm just like working from home for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Or sometimes on Thursdays if I'm like working from home the whole day and then he gets up and he's going over to Nana and Papa's and he's like, if I am leaving, he's like, where are you going? Work? I was like, yeah. He's like, the coffee shop? And I'm like,
the coffee shop?
I'm going to get coffee there probably on the way in.
That's so funny.
But yeah. But speaking of birthdays, was his birthday this last week? Yep. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that section out because, boy, that was a big pause. It was Oliver's birthday last week. Yeah. So I took the day off, and it was so fun. So growing up, when we would have birthdays, then our dad would take us out for, like, breakfast at, like, most of the time it was Bob Evans.
Good old Bob Evans.
Yeah, because you could get, like, a free birthday kids meal. So, of course.
I don't actually remember.
You don't remember that?
That we got free birthday meals.
Oh, yeah. We would get them in the mail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. But anyway, so we would go there for breakfast, and it was always like you were really excited to do that because that was like birthdays as kids would be fun regardless of whose birthday it was. But if it
got
was
the
your
day
birthday,
off.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
As
we
a
were
homeschooler.
homeschooled, so we didn't have to do school. But if it was your birthday, then you got to get up early and go get breakfast with Dad. And that was super fun.
Yeah.
So this is the first year that Oliver would really care about this. Mm-hmm. So I took him to Tim Hortons and got donuts. And I think he really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. Probably because I love donuts. Probably because it was just fun to see his reaction.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, we came home and picked up Tia, Adley, sister Adley.
Yeah, I was very annoyed. I thought we were all just like saying hi to him, and then Adley just gets in the car and leaves with you guys. I was like, what the frick? I was like, I have to go to work, and Adley. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, so for context, of course, we had we did like a draw for gifts for Christmas, right? For the family.
Yes.
And Oliver drew Adley.
And
the joke was like Adley was going to get something Bluey related because Oliver's obsessed with Bluey. Well, we were like, we should give her, like, from Oliver, we should give Adley a gift of like going
experience.
Yeah, an experience. So like getting coffee, going somewhere, and then getting like ice cream afterward. Mm-hmm. We were like, what if we just ask her if she wants to go to the movie with us?
Yeah.
So we took Oliver to his first movie theater movie.
Oh wow.
To see Toy Story 5.
Oh, I didn't even know it's out.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's been out for a couple
What'd you
weeks now.
think? No
It was
spoilers.
good. I liked it. Yeah. I think that each of the Toy Story movies has been good. I think that they should have ended it at 3.
At 3.
Because I think that that was the optimal story,
Yeah.
personally. But I think each of the stories has been good.
But like most of the voices are the same, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tim Allen, Tom Hanks,
Tom Hanks is the only one.
whoever
I know.
else. You don't know Tim Allen?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I don't know famous people. I know Tom Hanks though.
Trying to think of any other movie that you would know him from. Oh my gosh. All right.
What voice is he?
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get roasted for this
Yeah. I'm trying.
from our 3 listeners.
Yeah.
Both
Home
of-
Improvement. Have you heard of a Home Improvement, the show?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
it's
seen one
probably
episode.
Like the early 2000s. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And also Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing? Yeah, Last Man Standing. That's also funny. Anyways. So we got to see that. He was enthralled.
Do you think he'll remember that?
I think that he'll probably remember that.
Like 3
He
years old. That's
remembers-
a pretty early age.
Yeah. He remembers nowadays he's remembering a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes there's things that he remembers that he just misremembers. And then there's other times that he remembers things that you're like, I cannot believe you remember that little detail.
Yeah.
And then there's other times that he remembers things that I'm like, I'm not sure if you're
That
misremembering
happened.
that or what. He like sometimes gets stories confused.
Mixed up.
So we gave him these headphones, like
Yeah.
ear protection headphones.
Oh, I
For-
couldn't tell if they were ear protection
They're ear protection. They're not like Bluetooth or
Not
anything. They're
Bluetooth.
they're just straight ear protection.
because when I came up to him in the car, it looked like he was listening to something, but he was literally just
No, he was
sitting there in
just-
silence.
He was just sitting there in silence. Yeah,
That
And
makes
they
it so much funnier.
And they work great because we were getting in the car to head over to the farm to drop off Baby Mac,
He had them on already.
and he had them on, and we were like, "Oliver, you ready to go pick up Tia?"
No
and he goes,
response.
"Huh?" It's like, okay, I guess those work.
Huh?
So, but we
To be
gave-
fair, though, he actually says that to a decent
Yeah, he
number of
does say
things.
that to a lot of
The
things,
amount
yes.
of times he said "huh"
yeah,
to me and the blueberry patch today was it was racking up.
yeah, for sure. So, but he got some headphones from the hosts of our small group
Oh.
last year sometime, and he's obsessed with them. And he used them a couple times to mow the lawn with me, and he loved it.
Oh.
And then one time he broke them.
Oh.
And so coming up to his birthday, he actually knew that it was his birthday coming up. I don't think he like really fully understood, but he knows
knows it's a
that-
special day
yeah,
for
knew that
him.
a special day was coming up.
Yeah.
So he told me at one point, he's like, or I was like, you know what's coming up on Thursday next week? And he goes, my birthday. I was like, yeah. And he goes, I asked for headphones. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I broke mine. I was like, yeah, you did.
So
and then he
he-
goes, you remember Daddy was sitting on the potty, and I told him he was a goofy goober, and then I broke my headphones. And I was just like,
Look, that
It's-
didn't happen.
well, like, I think that there's a lot of context there that doesn't need to be added into that story, but also I do not remember it happening that way. But he's recalled that exact same thing like 4 times.
Whoa.
He said the exact same thing 4 times. And I'm just like, why?
To different
why-
people.
Why do you have to tell everyone that, why do you have to share all the details?
Is that a really important part
is that-
of
is
the
that
context of the story?
Yeah. So, anyways, we gave him the headphones prior to the movie, and I'm glad that we did because I think that it probably would have been a little loud for him. Because,
It's very sensitive.
yeah, but also it's a movie theater, so
Yeah, pretty loud.
But he loved the movie. We went to Potbelly's, got
Oh.
BOGO got BOGO sandwiches. That was great. And this is the only time that Bailey was like much more relaxed with him in terms of what he ate first, because we told them that it was his birthday, and they gave, shout out to Potbellies, they gave him like a little cookie for free.
Whoa.
And he pulled that thing out and was just like, I eat this? And Bailey was like, I mean, you should eat the sandwich first. And he eats like a couple bites of the sandwich, and then he just goes, can I eat this? And he just kept taking bites, so she was okay with it. So he would take a bite of the cookie and a bite of the sandwich.
Oh
a bite
my
of the
gosh.
Cookie, a bite of the sandwich, and then he would take a drink from the milkshake. And just like, because we got a milkshake that we shared with him too. And it was just, what a goober.
Oh my.
So we went back, dropped off Adley, and then went over to the playground and met up with Catherine
Oh.
and Abby and Mimi. And so Abby and Oliver got to play together.
Wow.
And we were there at the playground before them. And then when they showed up, then the classic thing happened that normally happens when they get together, and that is they run at each other and then give each other a big hug, and it's super cute.
That is so adorable.
Yes. And Abby's, I guess she's 3. Yeah, she's 3 because she's turning 4 in September.
Yeah.
But I was trying to capture it. So from very far away, I could see them running at each other, and I pull out my phone, and a lot of times right now, my phone kind of like freezes up when I pull out the camera.
Oh, no.
It did not freeze up this time.
Oh.
But then they hugged behind a trash can. I couldn't see it. And
You just get this picture of a trash can.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, a video of them hugging
a
behind
video.
the trash can. They just meet behind the trash can.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Yikes.
it was really cute, and they had a good time. And then we came back, and I think Oliver got a little nap. Yeah,
He napped on his birthday.
yeah. And
for
then I
him.
made burgers in the evening. He was stoked about that. So yeah, we had a good day. It was a really fun birthday.
If you think about it, like there are so many days as a little kid that you do like fun enough stuff that you could pretty much call it like a birthday kind of day.
Oh yeah.
Like it just happens to be that you guys went to a movie and went to the park.
Yeah.
And made burgers on his birthday. But like that also could have been a pretty normal day.
Oh, yeah.
But to him, that's like the best day ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was telling Billy, I want, like, for our kids, I want each of them to be just super excited about all of the siblings' birthdays.
Watch your hand over there. That is a cactus.
That is a cactus. I want each of the kids to be really excited about the other siblings' birthdays,
Yeah.
because we just make it super fun for, like, the whole family.
Yeah.
Like, ideally, I would like to take off every birthday off of work.
That sounds so fun.
Just make it like a family day. Because
Yeah.
I just think, I mean, partly, I just don't want to miss out on stuff.
Yeah.
Just think that it would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, the July 4th day that you mentioned forever ago.
Uh-huh.
I will tell my short July 4th story, which came later at...
Forever ago? You're talking about 2023 or further ago than that?
I was saying forever ago in the podcast episode.
Oh, okay.
Same July 4th. The story happened from later in the evening when we were at the fireworks. If you remember, super humid day.
Oh, I
as
do. I think I
many
remember. I think I know
July
what you're gonna
4ths
say.
are.
Yeah.
And this week looks horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to working this week.
Actual this week.
Like
not
actually
2023.
this week looks massively
Like this week,
so bad.
2026.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was super humid that day, and they had all kinds of chances of rain later in the evening. So we kind of knew that going into fireworks, but we were like, well, I mean, they're going to do fireworks at some point, whether it's on
It's
schedule.
July 4th. Of course they're going to do it.
Yeah, whether it's on schedule or it's a little bit later, like they're still going to do it.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like a sustained storm. It would just be a pop-up thing.
Yeah.
So we're out there waiting, and they haven't started, and we start hearing some thunder. We're like, boy, like I honestly was thinking of you and Bailey at the time because I was like, they picked the right time to not go to fireworks. Like I don't know, I figured you guys were like in your car someplace. I was like, oh man. So, have you been to Delaware fireworks before?
No.
Oh man, you are missing out on a good time. It's the best fireworks around, in my opinion.
Okay.
But the place to go would be Ohio Wesleyan campus.
Oh yeah.
So they have like some soccer fields over there, but there is nothing to get under shelter wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just in the open, and that storm
flirting
came in.
with the lightning.
Yeah. That storm came in, and just to see everyone running as fast as they could anywhere possible they could go. And when I say I was drenched, I mean to the bone.
Yeah.
Like I was just completely soaked.
Yeah.
You know, that feeling where you're like walking around and your shoes are like squish, squish, squish. But like, so the storm came in a little bit before it had actually gotten like fully dark. So we were like, well, we're here. I mean, we're not going to drive home now. So we were just kind of locked in. We were going to wait for the fireworks.
Yeah.
And I think Garrett brought a football. So we were like, since so many people had left, then the field was like pretty open. So we just like start running routes, throwing the football around and whatnot. And at this point, the sun is going down a decent amount. And somebody throws the football to me, and I reach my hands down near the grass. And mind you, Isabel and I had just gotten married. And I feel my ring come off. And I was like I knew it right when it happened. Obviously, I didn't catch the football, but I feel my ring come off. I was like, oh. So I thought like it's gonna be right here. So I think Garrett was like, "What happened?" I was like, "My ring came off. It came off. It's like right here." But as I said, it was starting to get kind of dark. So I actually pulled my phone flashlight out, which I don't know how my phone even was working at this point because it was so wet.
This is after?
This was after the rain. That's
okay.
why the ring came off so easily because football's wet, my hands are wet. Just
but
everything.
it was also hot and humid. It seems like your finger would have swollen up.
You would think,
some,
but I was wearing the nicer ring.
Nice and slick.
Yeah. And that ring is just a little big for my finger.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get off my left finger. The right finger, it actually is like a perfect fit. But left finger. And it's the type of metal they can't like resize. So it's a bummer.
Tungsten,
but yeah,
man.
like 4 of us were looking with our phones for like 10 minutes before we found it. So I was like, Isabel's going to murder me.
You're like, well, it's been a good 5 months.
Good run. But did find it.
Yeah.
So then we watched fireworks.
So you're still
Great
married.
time. Still married.
And still alive.
And still alive.
She's probably sitting upstairs right now just like, what the heck?
Yeah. But no, seriously, you got to go to Delaware fireworks. It's a good time.
Yeah, I'd like to sometime.
You could go this year.
I don't think so. We're going to the Hearsts, and they always have fireworks. They always do
blow
fireworks.
somebody else up out there.
Yes.
Who's it going to be?
I don't know. Was he?
You're like, not going to be me. I don't go over there.
Yeah. I do not help with the fireworks.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So, yeah.
If somebody else wants to blow their hand off, go for it.
Watch it from a good ways away.
Yeah.
But, something I was thinking about, you were talking about fireworks. A couple of the great fireworks shows that we've seen. I guess one of them wasn't even July 4th. It was New Year's in Williamsburg.
Oh.
That was a great fireworks show.
That was good.
But one of them was July 4th, except it was July 3rd because
Is it Red, White, and Boom?
Red, White, and Boom in Columbus always has it on July 3rd.
Do you remember where we watched it from?
Didn't we? Well, I remember hanging out in the AP office.
Yeah, we watched it from Dad's office.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we watched it from the office. We were in that building. We had to move to a different
Different section.
conference room, I think. But we were playing. That was when Mayor Francis was still here, and we were playing Catan for the first time.
Were we?
And Catan had we were trying to keep track of all the rules. It was so confusing, and I was like, I don't think I like this game. And I love that game.
Yeah, it's such a good game. I did not remember the Catan. What I do remember specifically about that
Cherries?
July 4th. Cherries?
Yeah, we were eating a bunch of cherries and spitting them, not in the building, out of the building.
Is that why Dad left AP and got fired?
Yeah.
No.
He didn't get fired.
What I do remember is I was leaving for Ecuador the very next day.
Oh, man, we had a lot of, leaving for big trips the very next day.
Why, were you leaving?
No, there was, I'll tell you right after this, but go ahead.
Because I remember, literally getting... I think I was just stressing myself out because I was like, I'm leaving tomorrow at whatever time in the morning, and I'm going to have to be up so early. So I remember, curling up under the desk that was in that room and, trying to sleep.
I do not remember that.
Because it, took so long for the fireworks to start.
Yeah.
But the worst part, the fireworks show is fantastic. If I could get that
the
show
traffic
every
is
time,
awful.
I would totally do that. But, yeah, I remember walking out of the building and going into the parking garage, and it literally
you
took
just sit there
an hour and a
forever.
half to get out of the garage. Also, do you remember what happened in the garage?
No. Remind me.
I literally remember there was almost an accident, not an accident, a fender bender
fight?
on purpose in front of us because this
Someone
one guy
wasn't willing to let someone
wasn't
else
letting
in.
somebody else in, and they both had their windows down and they were going
Oh my
at
gosh.
it. And literally there was an inch or two between their cars because the one guy was trying to shove himself in and the other guy was like, no. And they were so mad at each other. I was
my
like,
gosh.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's hello,
Yeah.
July 4th people.
Yeah, no kidding. But easily my favorite fireworks show was the day before we left for a mission trip.
Really?
Yeah. And it was at Alum Creek Reservoir. And we went back to the Winters to hang out.
Oh,
and
that
stuff.
was a
and
good
then
one.
It got dark and we crossed the street and went up to the dam and we watched the fireworks over the reservoir.
Over the
You
reservoir.
could see, the water was glassy and it was, you got the reflection of the fireworks.
Yeah.
There were sailboats everywhere. It was awesome. And for some reason, they haven't done that again.
Yeah.
I think they maybe
did
did
it,
that 1 or 2 years.
I think 3 years maybe. But
Maybe,
a couple
that
of the
was
years,
easily my favorite.
a couple of the years we were gone on
Yeah.
trips, so we didn't get to attend. But
Yeah.
yeah, that looking back, that was incredible. And one of the coolest things about being up on the dam was you could see fireworks shows of other towns around.
Yeah, I remember counting it. It was 9 different
Yeah,
different places that I
it
could see
was so
fireworks.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that was a good one. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that one was great. So the other day, I was listening to as a small group, we're reading through the New Testament. Wait a second. Yeah. It was the New Testament. No, I know that we're listening to the New Testament. I was trying to remember
or is
where
it Old
was.
Testament?
No, it was quoting. I think Paul or Peter was telling, recounting a lot of the history of the Israelites, and to people that they were talking to, and they said something about the Israelites were in captivity for 400 years, and I just thought, I cannot believe that America is celebrating 250 years right now.
Yeah,
And we're
little
barely
over halfway.
over halfway in that blip
Captivity
of the
time frame.
Yeah, Israelite captivity in Egypt. I was just like, that's insane.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
And also really puts in perspective when they were going out into the desert, and then immediately they're like, "Oh my gosh! When we were in Egypt, we had this.
so
When we
much
were in
better.
Egypt, we had that."
We had food, even though we were enslaved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. All right. So I think we'll wrap this up here
Okay.
because we're at 30 minutes. And I have a much longer story for another birthday one at some other point. But I don't think that we have any comments. Let's see. I'm going to have to cut some of this out.
No live comments this week from Jonathan, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Leave us a comment about your favorite July 4th or your favorite 250th birthday party.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you've been
Whichever
to a lot
one
of
is
those.
fine. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday.